Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial with you on the Teams platform that we are using for setting work, but also on some of the other functions of Office 365. So firstly, how do I get there? Simply Google Office 365. It will take you whatever search engine you're using, but you're looking for the Office 365 login. So when I click on that, that takes me to here. So I'm using a student's account today to show you, because teacher accounts are slightly different. If you've signed in before, your details will be saved, but I'm just going to show you the whole process. So you put in your child's email, which is first name and second name, followed by a dot, and then the year that they joined from. So that's what that number is, .19 at fehs.set.education. All our student and staff emails have this at fehs.set.education. So you then click on the sign in and you put in your password. Once you've done this once, you will see that it's then saved to your computer if you've got that function switched on. And if you've got multiple students, you can sign in with other accounts. So, yeah, you can click to stay signed in. I don't want to because so then this takes you to the Office 365 homepage, so you can see various documents that have been worked on today. So if I then go to looking at here, I'm looking for Teams, so I can either look at it on this banner here, and Teams is at the bottom, so you'll see it's the two blue people with a little T, or by clicking on the app launcher. And that brings all the apps, all the things that are available within Office 365. So I want to click on the Teams element. And this will take me to the Teams homepage. You can download this to your machine for free as part of our subscription, but I want to use the web app instead, so I'm just using it online. So, for example, my laptop might not have a lot of memory left, so I can just always work online. Do you want to have notifications? I would suggest you keep that turned on, because if there's an announcement, say a new piece of work has been set or a meeting's arranged, that will pop up. Because this is not me, I don't want that. So here we can see these squares. These are all the different subject classes that are specific to your child. If you find that your child's in the wrong class for something, you can email the class teacher directly, or Mr. Keats, d.keats at fehs.set.education, because we can easily add your child. Hopefully that's not the case, but if you think your child is missing from a subject, do add them. So each class is got a code that's to help us differentiate between one geography class and the next. So this person is in Geography XC. Don't worry about the XC, it's just timetable code. And you'll see that that's the same for XC there. Okay, so all of those subjects are there. So I'm going to click on a history subject so that we can see what's in there. So the first page you come to is notes. So you can see here, this is the note that Miss Wiltshire put on. That was a September note, and they're dated so you can figure out when things were set. We've then got various things that we can look at. So the first thing I would point you towards is the assignments after you've read any new posts. Okay, so there's no assignments in there, so we need to just check the posts. But if I wanted to go back, so we can see that the work has been set in there. So if I wanted to look at a different team, so for example, geography is today on my timetable, I'm going to click on the geography. Okay, and we can see that there is work there that had been set for the 6th of January. So the instructions are all set there. If you wanted to make a comment, say that you like that, you can. Just a reminder for students that because this is a school platform, any comments that you post in the chat are there for everyone to see, and we can see who's done that. So don't put anything silly in there that you won't want anybody else to see, as in grown-ups. So we've got the instructions there, read the PowerPoint, complete the task, and then write the quiz, complete a quiz. So I would then click on the task, and that will open within Teams. It doesn't open somewhere else. You don't need to navigate away. You'll see that this is marked as a read-only file. That means that children can't edit it. They can't, delete a slide, for example. And then you simply, using your mouse or your navigation keys, can work through the PowerPoint there in front of you. If there are any links, you can click on those and access them. I'm not going to do that because it'll take us away from this. And then there's a quiz. Okay, but I can't click on this quiz. So what I'm going to do is go back to my geography team. So I can click on that again and it will take me back and I can look in assignments. So Miss Fisher has set this task as an assignment. So you can see that that task is in the completed the rivers around the world quiz. But I can then go back and have a look at the work that was done. I've already done it. So, but any work that is to be done, you will see in this assignments. Okay, if I wanted to see what assignments are coming up, I can navigate to this assignments button and I can see that there's from different subjects. So there's some of them are old, and that is because we were using this prior to lockdown for students who were self-isolating, so they had access to work. But we can see here that there is some music work that's been set. So if I click on that, it takes me directly to the work. Okay, and if I click on this link, that will open it, and I just need to sign in there, which the teacher will have given me instructions to do. Okay, calendar is another important function that will take you to your live calendar of live lessons or meetings that are happening. So we can see here that there is a RPE lesson, there is an introduction to PSHE there, you've got fitness lessons, and what will happen, I can't do that now because I'm not at the time of these lessons happening, but just prior to those lessons happening, so say for example at 12:30 on Thursday, there will appear a little join button. If you click on that join button, you will be able to join that lesson. Okay, you don't have to have your video on. It's nice to see you, but you do have the capacity to post in the chat, to answer questions, and again, just a reminder that everything that goes in the chat is there for recording, so you can see what is coming up. That goes back to what I was saying about the notifications. If you've got the notifications on, you will have a reminder. Files there, any documents, recent documents that either teachers have posted or you've done yourself will be in the files bit. And here has just got some different things that you can do, but I won't worry about those. So the main functions, just to recap, are teams. So I'm in this team, but I want to find all my others. So I click on the go back and that will take me to all my other teams. Okay, so I can look in the English lessons, English team, and say there's obviously an assignment been set there, so you can go on there, you can look at what assignments have been set. So there's some Gothic research and a writing assessment. Again, those were prior to lockdown, so if the date is prior to January and your child's not done them, please do not be alarmed, because if your child was in school, they don't have to have done them. Again, going back to all teams, on our calendar there, we can see what is happening this week or today. One important function just to point out, it's not directly in Teams, but it is part of the Office 365 suite, is this little 9 dotted square. If you click on that, that will take you to all the other apps. Okay, so Outlook is our school email system. Your child has got an Outlook account. They can email teachers if they've got any queries, but they can also pop them in the chat. Word, if they want to do a document, if they're asked to make a PowerPoint. OneDrive is where everything is saved. And then Teams. OneNote is not something we use widely, and SharePoint, again, there are some resources in there, but at this point in lockdown, your focus will be on Teams. So I can open a Word document, I can check my emails, I'm not going to do that at this point, or I can check my Teams. So going back to Teams, click on that and it will take me back to my home page again and start that opening up. Okay, so I hope that has been useful to you. If you have any more questions or queries regarding Teams or home learning, please do get in touch either directly with your child's class teacher or Mr. Keats. Thank you ever so much.